and I'm instructed to do an RICS home buyers report, survey and valuation on this mid-terraced house in Cardiff that my client, who's an electrician, is buying. It's his first doer-upper, and there's quite a few things wrong with it. So I think what's going to be helpful to him is to give him an idea as to how much the property would be worth in a good state of repair, and to have a stab at how much it's going to cost to put right, and to state that as an assumption, because he's going to have to check out with his mates as to how much the actual costs will be. So as you can see, it's got these stone slips on the front, and they have been coming off. So I told him that his challenge would be to find matching ones to repair it. Fortunately, he realized that I was joking, because he's going to be taking them off. I've sometimes seen these stone slips on houses, and they don't look great, but I think this is the first time I've seen them coming off. And in previous reports I've warned clients that the adhesive is likely to damage the original brickwork should it ever fail. But in this case, there isn't a great deal of damage to the original brickwork, and that's shown better in this next slide, where we can see that the stone slips have bridged the damp-proof course. I mean, obviously the brickwork needs repointing, but there's not much damage to the brickwork itself. That's not to say, of course, that in taking the rest off, damage wouldn't occur. Right, so this is at the back, and the rainwater from the main roof, that's the one with the skylight in, is discharging to the right-hand side onto this rear two-storey annex or outrigger, and is coming onto the gutter there. Here's the gutter from the inside. You can see that it's blocked with grass. And here we are back on the outside, and you can see that the gutter doesn't connect to the head of the downpipe, and indeed that the wall is wet in consequence, because all the rainwater off the whole of the rear roof is leaking. And here we got some fruiting bodies. They show better here, here and here. So it's obviously worrying as to what might be going on inside. So here we are inside. This is the upstairs bathroom. A fruiting body there and on the right hand side of the toilet. Here's a close-up of it, and on the right hand side of the toilet. And then downstairs underneath, the kitchen ceiling is mouldy. That's what my client was worried about, the mould, and he wasn't quite sure why it was there. Well, we've got an answer to that. And here's a close-up in the corner, more fruiting bodies. There's extensive rot in this property caused by the leaking gutters downpipes. It just shows the importance of maintaining them, because if you don't, then this sort of thing can happen. So we talked about the boiler. That, of course, was just for doing the heating of the domestic hot water. There was 2 redundant gas fires in the front living room. Unfortunately, the gas meter has been removed, so there is actually no gas for the gas fires or for the domestic hot water, and indeed the only heating is this wall-mounted electric heater in the hallway. And you can see that we've got a socket mounted on the timber panelling there on the right-hand side. At the back, a conservatory has been provided. Part of the original external annex wall has been knocked down to provide entrance. I don't know if there's building regulation approval for that. This new conservatory's gone up on the side. Its flank wall is glazed, and that is of course within 1 metre of the boundary, so it may have needed building regulation approval for that as well. We don't know about the local searches yet. The front door is timber and single glazed, it's not security glass, and the windows are single glazed, timber framed, and brickwork to the back needs repair. The render has deteriorated. There's a damaged sill there. There's no drips to the sills. There's all in all quite a lot of work to be done here, and it's not surprising that this house has been empty for a while. So